Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to iQuanta. So today we are going to start our sessions on MAH-CET, and today we are going to have a session on logical reasoning. Tomorrow we have another session on quant, and then on Sunday we have another session on VRC, and so on. We are going to have these sessions 4 to 6 p.m. every day for your preparation. Okay, so I hope all of you guys who are preparing for MAH-CET are practicing regularly. Now, as per the pattern and all the college details and weightage of the topics, there is a video that we have uploaded 2 days back on our channel. You can watch those, and everything is explained in very simple way there. तो वो वीडियो जब भी टाइम मिले आप देख सकते हो, और बड़े ही ईजी तरीके से वहाँ पे सनी ने समझाया है सभी कुछ, तो आपको सारी डिटेल्स वहाँ पे देखने को मिल जाएगी, है ना. सो as per our session today, it's based on logical reasoning. Why? Because you know that in MAH-CET in 150 minutes you need to solve 200 questions. You have 200 questions, you don't need to solve 200 questions. To get 99.9 plus percentile you need to solve somewhere approx 160 questions, right? And out of those 200 questions 75 questions are from logical reasoning only, है ना. और टॉपिक्स क्या क्या हैं उस लॉजिकल रीजनिंग के. सो यू कैन सी दोज टॉपिक्स आर, वन सेकेंड गाइस, ओके इट्स नॉट हियर. सो जो टॉपिक्स हैं वो बेसिकली कोडिंग, डिकोडिंग, नंबर सिस्टम, सिटिंग अरेंजमेंट, सर्कुलर अरेंजमेंट्स, लीनियर अरेंजमेंट्स, वेन डायग्राम, है ना, एंड सम काइंड ऑफ डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन, मैट्रिसेस, all of these blood relations, direction sense, all of these LR questions are asked in logical reasoning, and there are few sets are also asked. Number of questions in these sets could be 3 questions, 4 questions, 5 questions. Sometimes they have also asked 8 questions in one set. तो ये बहुत ही important हो जाता है कि जो sets हैं उन्हें हम solve करें, और जो level है sets का वो बहुत ही basic होता है. You just need to have a little bit of practice and you are ready to solve those questions during exam, है ना. And फिर after this 1 week we are going to start our batch for MAH-CET. If you are interested then you can enroll. Other than that you can also join our WhatsApp group. On this video just below in the description you will find the link of that WhatsApp group where we are going to share all the details regarding MAH-CET and their initiatives. Okay, all the free contents that we are going to provide, live sessions and practice questions, everything you will find in that WhatsApp group. Okay, so I hope all of you guys are ready. Let's start with our first set today, and this set is based on, you can say, linear arrangement. Okay, so we have some sets to discuss, and first set is this one. So try this. I am going to give you 3-4 minutes. As you know, there are 200 questions to check in 150 minutes. So difficulty level is not hard, but yes, it could be easy to moderate, like this one. If you have any questions, any queries regarding anything regarding MAH-CET, then you guys can ask. And again, you can join our WhatsApp group, and I can see lots of you have already joining this group. And every day guys we are going to have this session now onwards. For every single section, let it be logical reasoning or analytical reasoning, quant, VARC. If you want the details regarding MAH-CET exam pattern, dates, and the weightage of the sections, then you can watch our video which we have uploaded 2 days back. And in short, you can say that there are 150 questions in 200 minutes, and there are 4 sections. Logical reasoning is of 75 questions, analytical reasoning is of 25 questions, and quant is of 50 questions, VRC is of 50 questions. So, these are logical reasoning and analytical reasoning. These 2 sections are very high scoring guys. In analytical reasoning, you find those questions odd one out, or that picture problems, non-verbal reasoning. So, those 25 analytical reasoning questions are kind of free marks. You can solve those questions in 20-30 seconds at best. But in case of logical reasoning, we need to practice few sets before we write the exams. Okay. So, any answers guys for this set? Tell me if you got any answers. This one says a sales representative plans to visit each of the 6 companies M, N, P, Q, R and S exactly once during the course of one day. In one day she is visiting these 6 companies. She is setting up her schedule for the day according to the following condition. She must visit M before N and R. So, M before N and R. She must visit N before Q. N before Q. She must visit N before Q. That means she must visit M before N, Q and R. The third company she visits must be P. Third company she visits must be P. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, we can put P here. The third company she must visit must be P. First company, second company, third company, fourth, fifth and sixth. Now, we know she must visit M before N, Q and R. P is third. So, M can be either first position or second position. Then N and Q must be after N, and then we have R. So, at this time we do not know the placement of anything except P. And one more thing, that M could be either first or second company that she visits, right? 1 या 2 होगा. So, for that now we do not need to consider all the cases and then solve question. What we can do, we can check the question, because every question has some condition given, and then solve it. If the sales representative visits Q immediately before R and immediately after S, Q immediately before R and immediately before S. So, 3 consecutive, so it must be S, Q and R. Then in case of N and M, we can put N here and M here. That is the only condition we are going to have, because these 3 will be consecutive companies that she is visiting. So, question is she must visit Q fifth. She must visit Q fifth, right? Option D is the correct answer. Question 2, if the sales representative visits S first, which company must she visit second? So, if she is visiting S first, what do we know? That after M, she must be visiting N, Q and R. we already have P here, and Q and R must be coming 4, 5, 6. So M must be at second position. So answer is option C. The company C must visit second is company M. देख लो कैसे क्वेश्चन सॉल्व हो जा रहे हैं, कंडीशन बेस्ड, सारे केसेस कंसिडर करने की जरूरत नहीं है. Which of the following could be the order at which the sales representative visits the 6 companies? So for certain, what do we know? For certain, we know that P will be at third place. P will be at third place. This is possible. This is not possible. This is possible. This is not possible. This is not possible. What else? M must be before N, Q, R. M must be, M is after. So this is not possible. Only option C is possible. M before N, Q, R. And then we have P at third position. Answer is option C. Then comes the fourth question, which of the following must be true if C, if the sales representative's schedule must be true of the sales representative's schedule. C visits N before R. That is not necessary, right? We don't know any connection between N and R. This is not true. C visits P before M. No, that is not true. We know that M must be visited at first company or second company. This is also not true. C visits M before Q. C visits M before Q. Yes, that is correct, because C visits M before N and R. C visits N before Q. That means M must be visited before Q. Option D, C visits P before S. That is not necessary. C visits Q before R. That is also not necessary. The sales representative could visit any of the following companies immediately after P except we know that M must come before P. M must come at first or second position, right? So she cannot visit M after P. Other than that, she can visit anything after P. So answer is option E. C. The sales representative could visit any of the following companies immediately after P except M. So that's the answer, guys. Option E is the correct answer. बताओ समझ में आया ये सेट? If you make all the cases initially, then it's a little bit too much time taking, है ना? But if you move to the questions, so ऐसे सिचुएशन में हमेशा ये ध्यान रखना है कि जहाँ पे भी मल्टीपल केसेस हैं, और एक दो नहीं बहुत सारे, यहाँ पे 4-5 केसेस बन जाएंगे टोटल अगर देखें तो वहाँ पे मूव टू द क्वेश्चंस. यू डोंट नीड टू कंसीडर ऑल द केसेस. ऑलराइट, ठीक है. बताओ कोई डाउट है यहाँ पे किसी भी क्वेश्चन में, किसी भी पॉइंट पे है क्या? नहीं. ऑल राइट, सो लेट्स मूव ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट सेट, है ना. नेक्स्ट सेट इज दिस वन. दिस सेट इज बेस्ड ऑन ब्लड रिलेशन एंड प्रोफेशन इज गिवन फॉर एवरीवन एल्स. ट्राई दिस वन. This is a very interesting question based on blood relation. और थोड़ा सा क्वेश्चन का लेवल अच्छा हो जाता है क्योंकि यहाँ पे प्रोफेशन भी इन्वॉल्व है ना. बट विद द राइट अप्रोच दिस ऑल्सो कैन बी सॉल्व विद इन द टाइम लिमिट विच इज़ 4 to 5 minutes, है ना. 4 to 5 minutes काफ़ी हैं. एंड सबसे अच्छी बात है सेट सॉल्व करने की कि सारे क्वेश्चंस एक बार में सही हो जाते हैं। Okay, let's solve this. It says P, Q, R, S, T and U are 6 members in a family in which there are two married couples. T, a teacher, is married to doctor who is mother of R and U. T is a teacher, is married to a doctor, and the doctor is mother of R and U. This doctor is a mother of R and U. So doctor, whoever it is, we can take as female, the wife, and T must be the husband, correct? So T must be the husband, right? And then it says Q, the lawyer, is married to P. Q, the lawyer, is married to P, and we don't know at this time where we put Q or P. P has one son and one grandson. P has one son and one grandson. So there are 6 people. We have 2 people here, 2 people here. P must be in the first generation, right? So we can put P here, and P is married to Q. Q is the lawyer. Q is the lawyer, okay, and P has one son and one grandson. That means the son must be T, then grandson must be one of R or U. Of the 2 married ladies, one is a housewife. There are 2 married ladies, doctor, this doctor, and someone. Who is this doctor? So we have P, Q, R, S. This is Dr. S. The doctor is S. And this, there are 2 housewives, one of Q or P, and doctor, this doctor. 2 females who are married, S and one of Q or P. S is a doctor, Q cannot be the housewife, P is the housewife. So P is the female and Q is the male in the family. There is also one student and one male engineer in the family. One male engineer, whoever is the son, it will be engineer. The son will be engineer. And the female, the daughter, out of R or U, C will be a student, right? That's it. So let's solve the questions now. Who among the following is the housewife? Housewife P. Answer is option C. How is P related to R? How is P related to R? P is the grandmother of R, correct? So grandmother, option D. Who among the following is the female doctor? Female doctor, it's S, wife of T. How is R related to U? R is sibling of U. It could be brother or son, we don't know. One daughter, one son. So answer is option B, brother or sister. Which of the following is true about the granddaughter in the family? Granddaughter is either R or U, right? And it can be a student only. Granddaughter is a student. So C is a student. So these are the answers, option C, D, D, B and A. Right? So if you were able to solve this set, let me know your scores. 1 out of 5, 2 out of 5, 4 out of 5, 5 out of 5. What were your scores, guys? एंड अगर कुछ भी यहाँ पे डाउट है किसी भी पॉइंट में, सॉल्यूशन में और आंसर्स में, देन लेट्स डिस्कस. यू कैन आस्क मी. ऑल राइट. Okay, no doubts. Chalo. Then let's try the third set for today. This one. Now this is also one of the sitting arrangement. It's given here, Shivika, it's given here that there is also one student and one male engineer in the family. T is a male, not engineer, it's a teacher. T is a teacher. Q is a male, Q is a lawyer, sorry. Out of R and U, जो भी male है, जो भी son है, only that person can be an engineer, right? And what about a student? A student, the rest one. So the female of the third generation will be the student, the male will be the engineer. Okay, is that clear, Sivika? Batao. There are 3 males and 3 females. 2 males, one of them is lawyer and other is teacher. So only one of these must be engineer and student. The male will be engineer, the female will be student. Okay. Sivika, but it says here that P has one son and one grandson. One son and one grandson. Okay. And T is a teacher who is mother of R and U. Okay. 6 members in a family, 2 married couples. One of them is married ladies, 1 student and 1 male engineer. All right. So what's the question? Last one. Which of the following is true about the granddaughter? Okay. See, granddaughter in the family. Okay. Then I suppose answer should be data inadequate, right? Option D. Right? Correct. So both of them could be son, right? But I think no. That is not correct. Guys, see. Answer will be option A only. Why? It says one grandson, right? It says one grandson. If both of them were male, then it would have been 2 grandson, right? ये सही है. Sivika, no. That is correct. We don't need to write exactly here. If there were 2 grandson, it would have been written 2 grandson, or it would have been at least 1 grandson. But it says 1 grandson means exactly 1 grandson. So 1 will be granddaughter. Okay. So in case of S, one daughter and 1 son. So out of R and U, 1 will be son, 1 will be daughter. That is fixed. है ना? Yes. Yes, Janvi, they have mentioned 1 grandson. That's why other must be granddaughter. So what's your answers for this question? 6 persons A, B, C, D, E and F are sitting in 2 rows, 3 in each. 2 rows, already it's given that there are 2 rows, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now we know that in seating arrangement, if direction is not given, we assume that all of them are facing towards north, all of them are facing towards north. So if someone is facing towards north, this will be their left and this will be their right. Left and right. Now E is not at end of any row. E end पे नहीं है, तो E यहाँ हो सकता है या यहाँ हो सकता है, तो 2 केसेस बनेंगे, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So let's put E once here, although it doesn't affect much. D is second to the left of F. D is second to the left of F, means D, and then we have F like this. C is the neighbor of E. C is the neighbor of E. So C cannot be here, right? If C is the neighbor of E, D and F cannot be with E, means D and F in this situation will be here. D and F in this situation will be here, and C is the neighbor of E, sitting diagonally opposite to D, sitting diagonally. So C will be here, diagonally C will be here. What's left? B is the neighbor of F, so B is the neighbor of F, B will be here, A is left, so A will be in the remaining position. Any of these we can use to solve questions, because it doesn't say which row is front of which, so it does not matter. Both of these will give us the same answer. Which of the following are in one of the 2 rows? One of the 2 rows, A, E, C or D, B, F. Option B, D, B, F is correct. Janvi, correct answer. Second one, after interchanging seats with E, who will be the neighbor of D in the new position? So basically, who will be the neighbor of E? A and C. So A and C, C and A. Option C. Who is sitting in between D and F? It's B. Option B. Which of the following are in the same row? E and D? No. C and B? No. A and E? Yes, that is correct. A and B? No. C and D? No. Which of the following are sitting diagonally opposite to each other? Diagonally opposite to each other, C and D are sitting, that is given in the question, must be about A and F. So A and F, option D. These are the answers, है ना? Sir, I will watch the recording later as I am currently busy with my work. Thank you so much for your efforts in teaching us. Okay, Anshul, no problem. You can watch it later. The video will be here. Okay guys, done. बताओ कोई डाउट है यहाँ पे? अगेन कौन फ्रंट पे है कौन बॉटम पे है, इससे फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा है यहाँ पे, है ना? So two things that we need to consider here, that we need to know here. If nothing is given regarding the direction, we will take everyone facing north, right? And left, right. If everyone is facing north, left will be this side, right will be this side. Your left and right. If you are watching towards the screen, this is your left, this is your right, and that's how we follow. Okay. Okay then, chalo, let's try one question based on Venn diagrams, guys. Shivika, mostly questions are straightforward. There are few questions which could be tricky, like matrices question or number series. Some of them could be tricky, and you should leave those type of questions, because on an average we have less than 1 minute to solve one question, right? So if there are any trick questions, we should leave it. So most of them are straightforward only. Civica in CAT probability questions are absent for last 1 decade or so, है ना, they have not asked probability question. So, what are the answers of this question? Study the following information carefully and answer the questions given below it. The diagram given below shows the number of students who got distinction in 3 subjects out of 500 students. Total number of students is equal to 500. Study the diagram carefully and answer the questions that follow. This is the diagram. Physics, mathematics and chemistry. What do we understand by this? These values denotes that all of these students got distinction in exactly 1 subject. 42 students got distinction in only in physics. 47 students got distinction only in chemistry. 50 students got distinction in mathematics only. Then comes this. All of these 2 to 2 denotes the number of students who got distinction in exactly 2 subjects. Like 12 students got distinction in physics and chemistry only, not mathematics. If we talk about how many students got distinction in physics and chemistry, then we will add these 2, because it doesn't say mathematics is involved or not. Physics and chemistry 12 plus 11 23. But how many students got distinction in physics and chemistry only? That will be 12. Okay, same number of students who got distinction in physics and math only, 15. Physics and math both, then 26. Mathematics and chemistry only, then 13. All 3, 11. Okay. Then what is the percentage of students who got distinction in exactly 2 subjects? Exactly 2 subjects. How many students? 12. Exactly 2 subjects. 12 plus 15 plus 13, that is equal to 40. Okay. 40 is what percent? So, required percentage 40 out of 500 into 100. This is cancelled out, 5 times 8, that is equal to 8%. So, the answer is option B. Once you understand this Venn diagram, then the questions are nothing but percentage problems, basic percentage problems. Then comes second question. What is the percentage of students who got distinction? Percentage of students who got distinction. So, what we can say, total, if we add total students with distinction is equal to, so we need to add all these values to 42 plus 12 54 plus 11 65 80, 80 plus 60 140, so 190. This is 190. So, what will be the required percentage? Required percentage is equal to 190 upon 500 into 100. So, 100 cancelled out. 5 times 38 is 190. So, that is 38%, which is option D. You know? Then comes question number 3. The percentage of students with distinction marks in mathematics is distinction marks in mathematics. How much is that? How many students? 15 plus 13, 63 plus 11, 74 plus 15, that is 89. So, required percentage, if it was 90, 90 is exactly 18% of 500, 10 will be 1%, 2% of 500, 1 will be 0.2%. So, it will be 17.8, or we can also calculate 89 upon 500 into 100. This is cancelled out, that is 17.8%. So, the answer is option C. So, you should also be aware of Venn diagrams. As I said that in case of LR there are 75 questions and this is your make or break section, है ना. जितने ज़्यादा क्वेश्चंस आप इसमें सही करते हो, जितने ज़्यादा क्वेश्चंस आप इसमें अटेम्प्ट करते हो, आपके चांसेस उतने ही ज़्यादा हैं 140 प्लस जाने के, है ना. Shivika got answers B, D, C. Yes, all correct answers. Very good. Okay. So now we are also going to discuss few questions from data interpretation, है ना? In case of LR, these were the sets, and let's try few data interpretation sets as well. This one is first. These sets will give you the exact idea of the level of the questions that you can expect in upcoming MAH-CET exam. Okay, so I hope that's enough time to work on this set, right guys? So bar graph is given, and this is about the bar graph given below gives the data of production of paper in lakhs tons by 3 different companies X, Y and Z over last 5 years. Study the graph carefully and answer the questions that follow. Production of paper in lakh tons by company XYZ over the years. So these are the productions given in lakh tons. Question number 1. What is the percentage increase in the production of company Y from 2006 to 2009? From 2006 it's 25, 2009 it's 40. So what we can say? Percentage increase. How do we find the percentage increase, guys? That is nothing but the final value minus initial value upon initial value into 100. Final value is 40. So 40 minus 25 upon 25 into 100. That gives us 15 upon 25 into 100. 25 into 4 is 100, which is nothing but 60%. So the answer is option D. You know, very straightforward question. Option D. Percentage increase in the production of company Y. We don't need to worry about the values given for 2007 or 2008. We can take the value of 2009 as final value, 2006 as initial value. That's it. Then second question, which of the following years the percentage rise or fall in production from previous years is the maximum for company Y? For company Y, 25 to 35. The increase is 10 out of 25, that is 40%. From 35 to 35, that is 0%. From 35 to 40, that is less than 40%, right? We don't even need to calculate. 40% of 35 is nothing but 14. So it must be greater than equal to 49 to be considered. 40 to 50, that is 25%. So the maximum increase, which of the following is years the percentage rise or fall in production from previous year is the maximum for company Y? 2007. So answer is option C. Then comes question number 3, and it says, what is the ratio of average production of company X during the period of 8 to 10? Company X 8 to 10, 25, 50, 40. And the average production of company Y during the same. So average production of X upon Y. In case of X, the average production will be 25 plus 50 plus 40 upon 3. In case of Y, it will be 35 plus 40 plus 50 upon 3. So basically we don't need to find the average because 3 will be there. That is equal to 90, 115 upon, this is 125. So 5 times 23, 5 times 25. Answer is option B. Average production of company X. All right, next one. What is the difference between the production of company Z in 2008? Production of company Z in 2008, that is 45. Company Y in 2006, that is 25. So the difference is 20. 20 of what? 20 lakh tons. So answer is option A. There are lots of 20s, but the answer will be option E is misleading. In second question, what is option E? 2007 and 10. Why? In 2010, the rise is 25%. No, 25% is not bigger than 40%. No, it doesn't say the difference. Options are with respect to the question, with respect to previous years. If the increase in 2007 would have been same as 2010 with respect to 2009, both of them would have been maximum, then answer will be option E. It doesn't say the change from 2007 to 10. No. with respect to previous year, 2007 with respect to 2006, 2010 with respect to 2009. Okay, no CV, that is not from 2007 to 2010. No, it says like maximum in both the cases. Okay, so question number 4, the difference is 20 in lakh tons. Question number 5, the average production for 5 years was maximum for which company? Average production for 5 years was maximum for which company? Now surely we need to find the value. Instead of average, we can also calculate the total. So in case of X, 30 plus 45 plus 25 plus 50 plus 40, 90, 115, 160, that is 190. The total is 190. For Y, 25 plus 35 plus 35 plus 40 plus 50, this value is 60 plus 40, 100, 185, and for Z the total is 35 plus 40 plus 45 plus 35 plus 35, and that is equal to 80, 120 and 70, 190. So the total is same for X and Y, X and Z both. दोनों के लिए same है और maximum है. That will be 38. We don't need to calculate the average, because to find the average we will have to divide all the values by the same quantity, right? So total is enough to find it out, and the answer is option E. And that was the 5th question of this set. All right, is that clear to everyone? Batao. Now I have taken also few objective questions, so that you can understand what type of questions are asked in logical reasoning, like this one. This one says, how many 8s are there in the following number series, each of which is exactly divisible by its immediately preceding and also divisible by immediately succeeding numbers, है ना? So we should look for 8s which is so divisible, factors of 8. What are the factors of 8? Factors of 8, 1, 2, 4 and 8, right? So we need to look for 8s where that 8 is divisible by immediately preceding, also divisible by immediately succeeding numbers. So here we don't have any preceding number, but it's divisible by succeeding. 1, this is also possible, this is also possible, this is also possible. This one is not possible, this one is not possible, this one is possible, this one is not possible. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So answer will be option E. Guys, will it be E or D? See, because it says it's immediately preceding, also divisible by immediately succeeding number. There are no preceding, so we don't need to worry about that. है ना? Or is it 4? What do you think? D is the answer. It says and. Okay. What if there are no preceding numbers? So it's not applicable, right? If no preceding numbers, then that rule is not applicable. And means both conditions should be satisfied, but I am saying in this case there are no preceding numbers, so that वो rule break तो नहीं हो रहा है ना, break नहीं हो रहा ना, अब number ही नहीं है तो वो rule कैसे follow होगा? ओके, यस, स्टार्टिंग के 8 को भी हमें इंक्लूड करना है. देयर आर नो प्रीसीडिंग नंबर, So that preceding number rule is not applicable, but it's divisible by succeeding number, that will be applicable. Okay. So answer is option E, which is 5. Okay. Okay, Shivi, Shweta. ठीक है, is that clear? So tomorrow guys, we are going to have a session at 4 p.m. on quant, and on Sunday as well we are going to have a session on VRC, and this will be continued. All right. So I hope all of you guys are practicing on daily basis. So join us every day 4 p.m. and practice some really good questions totally relevant to MAH-CET. Okay. So that's it for our session today. Thank you. Bye bye.